Deep beneath the ancient city of Samos, a team of archaeologists unearth a long-forgotten masterpiece of engineering, the Tunnel of Eupalinos, revealing secrets of a bygone era and uncovering the true ingenuity of an ancient civilization, probably leading them to Cleopatra's tomb. Find out more about this discovery in this video. The Tunnel Discovery. As Jane Draycott puts it, it couldn't have been a case of better timing. Egyptologists celebrating the centenary of the discovery of the tomb of Tutankhamun now have a promising new archaeological discovery that appears to have been made in Egypt. A tunnel under the Taposiris Magna Temple west of Alexandria may lead to Queen Cleopatra's lost tomb, according to excavators. The discovery of Cleopatra's tomb could change our understanding of Egypt's most famous queen. Egyptologists were celebrating the anniversary of the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb when they made a historically significant discovery in Egypt that has a lot of historical potential.
Historical significance.
Plutarch, an ancient Greek author who wrote a biography of Cleopatra's husband, the Roman commander Mark Antony, as well as the longest and most detailed record of her reign, was responsible for the burial of Antony and Cleopatra in her mausoleum. Plutarch wrote both biographies. To learn more about the mysterious tunnel that has been discovered, Tunnel of Upolinos, and how it's linked to Cleopatra and Anthony, kindly stay tuned. Details of the tunnel. An archaeologist, Kathleen Martinez from the University of Santo Domingo, made a significant discovery of a tunnel in Alexandria. The tunnel, which is located 43 feet underground, is 6.5 feet tall and 4,300 feet long. Along with the tunnel, Martinez also found two statues made of alabaster from the Ptolemaic era and various ceramic vessels and pots. The Egyptian Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities has described the discovery as a geometric miracle. It is believed that the submergence of part of the tunnel is due to earthquakes that occurred between 320 and 1303 CE, which resulted in the collapse of the temple.
Earthquake! Another earthquake!
Martinez has compared the tunnel to the Tunnel of Eupalinos, which is considered a remarkable engineering achievement in ancient times, and stated that the tunnel is a replica. If you're fascinated by the stories of ancient rulers and the events that shaped history, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos on these captivating figures and the events that shaped the world as we know it. Tunnel of Upolinos. On the island of Samos in the Aegean Sea in the 6th century BCE, a famous ancient architectural marvel known as the Tunnel of Upolinos was constructed. It is also known as the Upolinian Aqueduct or Samos Tunnel. It was built with the purpose of transporting water from springs located on the opposite side of Mount Castro to the city that was ruled by the tyrant Polycrates. Engineer Upolinos of Megara directed the building of it by enslaved persons working in teams with hammers and chisels. The tunnel was cut into rocks and measured over 3,000 feet in length.
Tunnel. A tunnel? Why is there a tunnel?
It had a diameter of 6.56 feet. The intersection of the tunnel was reached by making a U-turn in the middle. This was done after moving forwards from two different directions on the mountain, but failing to line up precisely. It has been crossed by people for over 1,000 years, and it is currently open for business for tourists. For a few of you, you're struggling to wrap your head around why there's so much obsession with Cleopatra. Don't worry. There is a brief about Cleopatra and why she's such a sensation at the end of the video. Stick around. Findings. Some mysterious discoveries were made in the tunnel which might lead to Cleopatra's tomb being discovered, but they were common things you'd usually find in a tomb. Among the many fascinating artifacts discovered by archaeologists during previous excavation at the site were coins with the likeness and names of Alexander the Great and Cleopatra VII. Additional items discovered at the site included a sarcophagus, a tomb lid, exquisite jewelry, Isis figurines, a corpse with a golden mouth, and a cemetery full of mummies crafted in the Greco-Roman style.
Some secrets were discovered.
These findings shed light on the region's rich cultural history and give fresh insights into the everyday lives of its inhabitants throughout the Greco-Roman period. History of Cleopatra. Cleopatra was the last pharaoh of ancient Egypt and one of the most powerful and well-known women in history. She was a member of the Ptolemaic dynasty and ruled Egypt from 51 BC to 30 BC. She was known for her beauty, intelligence, and political acumen. She was also fluent in several languages and was well educated in mathematics, philosophy, and literature. Cleopatra is most famous for her relationship with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, both of whom were instrumental in her rise to power and ultimately in the fall of the Ptolemaic dynasty. Her life was marked by political intrigue, and she was a shrewd strategist and skilled negotiator. Despite her efforts to maintain her kingdom, her reign ended with the annexation of Egypt by the Roman Empire under the rule of Octavian. Cleopatra is considered one of the most powerful and influential female rulers in history.
Being queen means having a lot of power and—
Cleopatra and Antony. Both Cleopatra and Mark Antony were influential historical personalities during their time. Their connection as rulers of the Roman Republic had a significant impact on the events that transpired. They had a significant collective impact on Roman politics and military. Mark Antony and Cleopatra forged a relationship in the year 42 BC, which led to the formation of the Second Triumvirate together with Octavian and Lepidus to challenge the Senate's authority. In the year 31 BC, they achieved victory over Octavian at the Battle of Actium, and their goal was to construct an eastern kingdom that would rival Rome by capturing Egypt. Octavian's victory at Actium in 30 BC, however, put a stop to their ambitions, and they eventually ended up killing themselves out of frustration. The Romans is still talked about as if it were something out of mythology.
Mythologically correct.
I highly recommend checking out the video, Top 5 Experiences on the Titus Canyon Road. This video highlights some of the most spectacular and unusual attractions along this well-known stretch of the desert highway. This film will offer you a taste of the numerous incredible experiences that can be enjoyed on the Titus Canyon Road, from viewing ancient Native American rock art to taking in breathtaking vistas of Death Valley National Park. So if you're planning a trip to the area or just looking for some inspiration for your next adventure, be sure to give this video a watch.